Hi everyone, welcome to your June Alchemy Scope. I'm filming this on the Taurus new moon on May 17th. Here in the US, the new moon happens in a few hours, and it's happening on the 18th in Europe. It feels really good to film these on the new moon because this is the start of our new cycle. This is why I do these scopes. So it's the new moon, new month. And it's just richly imbued with the energies of the cycle itself. So I'm doing the card spreads today, and I'm doing this introduction today as well. So a couple quick logistical things before we get going. One is I want to sincerely thank those of you who have provided feedback and comments and emailed me personally, and new clients that have come forward. And I also want to really thank those of you who have donated. It's so appreciated, and it's so needed too. So I just really send you deep gratitude for that. It does not go unnoticed. It is so wonderful and so deeply appreciated. So thank you for those of you who have donated. These are time intensive to actually produce, so but I'm so thrilled to do it. So I love creating these, and I love having the support to actually continue doing them, which is great. And I want to send a special thank you out to Eileen Wilkinson, who sent me the most amazing little angel in the mail. And it came at the most opportune time. So thank you, Eileen. You and I are in contact, as you know. So the other announcement I have is that I have started a Patreon campaign, and this is an ongoing campaign. I'm really excited about this actually, because what it's doing is, for those who are interested in contributing on a monthly basis, whether it be $2 a month, $11 a month, $22 a month, or $55 a month, there are different benefits that you get, different additional treats, I suppose, different educational tools, additional pieces, additional videos that you'll get depending on which level you wish to support me at. And at the $55 a month level, for those interested on having kind of a continual touch base, I'm offering, in addition to the other list of goodies that you'll get, is a free 30-minute Skype session with me every month. And for those, of course, we can tune into your current astrological transits that are at play. We can talk about your solar return. We can talk about your soul print. We can talk, if you've had the archetypal profile done, we can dive into your archetypes deeper. We can also, if you've not had it done, we can actually start to identify your archetypes, and we can go there. So, and that would be every month, a free 30-minute Skype session with me, in addition to these other benefits. So I'm going to add a link either up here on the video or down below, or both. So if you'd like to learn more, please tune in and share. I'm excited because I think this could lead to deeper investigations, a deeper portal of investigation between me and the viewers. And there's going to be like Q&A, and there's going to be some other pieces. There's also going to be a mid-month Alchemy Scope coming up for those who are patrons at a certain monetary amount. So you can read the details below. And one more thing before we get started. Many people, as you probably know, because you've likely asked this yourself, a lot of people ask about which sign is optimal for me to watch: sun, ascendant, moon. And I will tell you that it's very clear to me, for those of you who are serious about your soul's growth, serious about your spiritual evolution, who have been working on it for a while, you will find that your ascendant sign, as it is for your astrological scopes, because when you tune into your astrological scopes throughout YouTube and beyond, you want to tune into the house that's affected by the planetary relationships that are at play. But in addition, the alchemy scopes are like that too, in that when you tune into your ascendant sign, your ascendant is your perspective on life. It's the horizon line, so it's your viewpoint of life. It's your perspective. And we are moving through this incredible time of deep personal shifts, deep collective shifts. Our perspectives are shifting radically. So it is the ascendant sign that is going to guide you most accurately for the month. Now, if you're somebody who is new to the soul evolutionary journey, who is really new to it and hasn't been doing a lot of work on themselves, you probably will resonate most with your sun sign. So you want to still tap into your sun sign. I mean, I still review my sun sign, but I have to tell you that in the last couple of years, I've resonated less and less and less with my sun sign and much more with my ascendant sign. Now, the other key is your north node. So if you do not know where your north node is located, what sign your north node is located in, find out. And in my online library, you can find out which sign your north node is in. There's a birth chart at the bottom of the online library where you access the Dakinis, the meanings of the Dakinis. So at the bottom of that page, there's a birth chart calculator. You want to tune into your north node because the north node is your soul's evolutionary journey. So more and more and more, just like your ascendant and your perspective that's evolving and maturing and growing and transmutating, so is your soul through the north node sign, see? So ascendant and north node, I would say, are your key scopes to look at. You still want to tune into your sun sign to see what the flavor is there. I have found for me that the sun sign is almost more of a sub-story that's playing out, and you might find the same thing. So it just depends. It depends on your beautiful, brilliant, unique constellation of self that is your natal chart and where the weight of impact is in that chart. So it's going to be different for everyone. You need to tune into that a little bit. And if you'd like a session with me, we can talk about that as well. But your ascendant and your north node, you really do want to tune into those, especially if you're serious about your evolution, about your growth, about your clarity, about your maturity. So that's all the announcements I had. I just wanted to make sure that that was clear. So let's talk about the Sabian symbol, the symbology that's imbued with this beautiful Taurus new moon that's happening in a couple of hours. It is happening at 26 degrees 55 minutes. And the Sabian symbol is an old Indian woman selling the artifacts of her tribe to passersby. There are many beautiful aspects to this symbol. One, it's a woman, the feminine. Next, it's an old woman, wise woman, mature woman. Next, it's an Indian woman, indigenous knowing, indigenous wisdom, whole knowing, connection to nature. Then it is this wise, mature, indigenous woman selling these artifacts, these creative formed elements from this indigenous tribe of wise, connected to nature information that is now being disseminated to passersby. There's something quite beautiful about that. So I'll let that sit with you a little bit, let it marinate with you a little bit. And so let's move on to the individual scopes. That symbology, as you know, talks about the macro cycle on the collective scale, because all of us are sharing that particular symbology that's imbued with this new moon. So that's on the macro cycle. So let's look at the different levels through this 6-point alchemy scope, what is likely to be unfolding for you this month. Let's take a look at the I Ching Taurus for you and see what microcycle might be unfolding this month for June 2015. You received the I Ching hexagram number 33, Retreat. Now, the I Ching hexagram is a stack of 6 lines. There's 3 lines, a trigram at the bottom, and 3 lines, a trigram at the top. Stacked together, this is the hexagram. The 2 trigrams that make up this particular I Ching hexagram are sky above, mountain below. I am going to read here from the Visionary I Ching, There's a possibility that in future scopes I might be using another resource to interpret the I Ching, but for now we're using the visionary I Ching. All worthy goals meet resistance of some kind. When negative forces predominate, a well-timed retreat is necessary in order to keep your energy high and persevere on the path to the heights. Tibetans know this. Strategic retreat is not to be confused with escape or surrender. Successful retreat can demand quick and nimble movement. Take up a new position before you are damaged severely by a current situation. You are not admitting defeat by such action, but increasing your options and preserving your resources. Sometimes it is necessary to slow down, let go, or move back temporarily in order to develop countermoves for the future or to draw an opponent closer. Timing is critical, as is positioning after realignment. Considerations of personal security are critical. Retreat in this way is actually a sign of strength. Periods of withdrawal or retreat call for cool-headedness. It is necessary to keep your wits about you. Attend to small details while allowing yourself time to contemplate the whole picture. Be creative. Not all progress follows a straight line. Self-confidence is also essential. Small setbacks can easily become defeats if we allow ourselves to become mired in self-doubt or self-pity. In this way, success can be achieved. Waves of progress are by their nature short-lived. Learn to attune yourself to the up and down cycles of life. Sometimes if you want something, you must allow it to come to you. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you can quote-unquote fix any situation whenever you feel like it. Some things are bigger than you are. Hold your pride in check, and you will be better prepared to find creative openings. Hi Taurus, so welcome to your June 2015 Alchemy Scope. I'm filming this on May 17th, and our new moon in Taurus at 26:55 is in about 8 or 10 hours, so we are coming up upon it. I love doing these scopes on the new moon itself because the symbology becomes imbued, the cycle of the new moon becomes imbued in the scopes, and it's quite delicious for me to do that. So let's get started. I will tell you that this particular spread has defined meaning for me on an individual level. I'm a Taurus ascendant and I'm a Taurus North Node as well. But I'm going to read it for the general, for all of you, for all of us. So, and it's a little, I don't know how this reading's going to go because it does have a very specific flavor for me. And then I've gone ahead and I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot deck, and I've also, like last month, I've pulled a Major Arcana Tarot for each week so that we can see how the cycle of this month is unfolding. This is a main theme, and as you know, this is my 144 card series deck that I'm using again this month that you're familiar with. Couple things. One is the candle keeps going out, but I'm going to keep it as kind of a spiritual flame. So the candle itself is still in the shot because even though the wind is blowing the physical flame out, I really do feel that the spiritual flame is strong, very strong actually. So especially at this Taurus new moon. So let's get going, and then we'll go ahead and shuffle your Ascended Master and your Archetype at the end. So a central message for you this month, or a central theme that might be unfolding for a majority of Taurus-centric people for this next cycle, has to do, again, and this came up last month, it has to do with lovers. It has to do with affirming or seeing the positive, understanding that you are skillful with regards to lovers, with regards to being a lover. It's also, lovers is also about choice. In the tarot, it's about right choice, right action. You are skillful, but what's going to happen is that your skills as a lover is going to come up. This isn't, by the way, necessarily a bad thing at all. In fact, this could very well be that a lover appears on your horizon and you will have the opportunity to display your skills as a lover. So it very well could be a lover emerges. Now, spirituality is going to be coming up for you this month. Also, emotional giving. So you're going to have something come up in a spiritual sector that is going to have you consider whether or not to proceed. And again, this could be about a lover that emerges. So, and there is caution coming up here. So this is kind of a scary card. Really what it means is caution. It's beware is be aware. Be cautious. So you will be experiencing this month caution with regards to either a new lover that emerges on the scene for you, or with regard to your skills as a lover. And this is, by the way, not just physical act of love. This is also about how you are in love relationships. Now, there's something coming up for you also with regards to you, either a teacher that you know, or you being the teacher. So either a teacher that you're aware of, that you know his or her work in the world, and you're going to be reflecting on that and what is balance, what is correct, what is right action. Lovers, again, is right action as well, isn't it? So or this is in regards to, and this is likely the case for many of you actually, that a lot of Taurians are going through this period of really diving into feeling more inspiration toward their creative outlet, their creative self, their flow, their powerful, fully expressed, Taurian, sensual, connected to that Venusian beauty self. And it very, very, very well could be that you are a teacher of some sort, or you're wanting to become a teacher of some sort. And it could very well be a spiritual teacher, and that your skills are going to be coming up with regard to what you love. So this reading has different aspects to it, which is good because there's many different Taurians watching this Alchemy Scope. So it does have to do with diving into spirit. You will have caution that comes up for you this month. So you're going to be discerning. You're going to be, but keep in mind, this is a growth edge inherently as well. So you want to be careful about being too cautious, right? So you will have caution likely emerge for you this month during the cycle regarding this teacher who's either another teacher, somebody outside of you who's a teacher that you know. And you're going to be remembering, you're going to be thinking about what is balance? What is right? What is the balanced interplay of action, reaction, of communication here, communication there? If there is an imbalance at play, you're going to have caution that comes up, which is absolutely appropriate, right? So the flow of exchange with either your own teacher within that's wanting to come out, or another person that represents a teacher for you outside of yourself, is going to come forward for you, or might likely. But again, could be a new lover. It could be you really getting to a place of thinking positively about your skills and doing what you love, which could very well be teaching, could very well be with divination, could very well be with giving. You're going to be having thoughts about proceeding with doing what you love. So again, there's different components to this particular spread, which I actually quite like. So let's look at the first week for you. Okay, so the Lord is the Emperor card, number 4 in the tarot. This is in the mind sector of the 3 tiers that we looked at last month with the raw teachings and how I read the tarot. The Lord, the Emperor, number 4, you got it reversed. This is in regards to, actually, it's in regards to nobility of the mind. It is, 4 is inherently a number of form of manifestation, of building. Certainly the emperor is connected to father, to patriarchy, but in the raw teachings, it is the ennobling of the mind. It's the nobility of the mind. It's the experience of the mind. So that particular point on the 3 tiers is the experience of the mind. And it is an ennobling effect. Thus, the emperor, the Lord. There is, through the experience of beginning to use the mind, we are called to bring forward a nobility on how we experience the mind, on how we use it. The first week, it's going to be reversed, Taurus. So this is referring to, you know, it could be that you're going to have, that could be the caution that comes up. It's going to be a bit of a lack of trust, which is also the beware card. So it's going to be a lack of the highest use of mind, in other words. So you're going to have possibly some worries coming up, some stresses. You're going to be, you know, really not discerning for the betterment, but actually more cautious and fearful in that first week. So it could very well, but in this first week, which begins today, May 17th, during this beginning catapulting point of the new month, that this indeed is going to start to bring up this theme that comes up. Now, beautiful. So in the second week, Taurus, the World card comes up. And of course, this is the culmination of the whole soul's journey through the 21 cards of the tarot, the Fool being 0 or 22. So this is connection to the infinite. This is total success. On a mundane level, this is success. So in the second week, there's going to be something that comes up that will maybe affirm your skills, either as a lover or as the teacher that you inherently are and doing what you love. And by the way, if it's not a teacher capacity, we all are teachers. Inherently, humans are teachers. We learn, we teach, we learn, we teach. We don't have to be a quote-unquote teacher in order to be a teacher. We teach by example, just inherently. So it could very well be that in the second week you feel successful, you feel positive, optimistic. You're starting to feel confidence in your skill set. So that's beautiful. So that's second week. Then in the third week, there is something that comes up. This is the Rebirth card, which is the Judgment card. Rebirth is in the Druidcraft Tarot. It is number 20. It's the Judgment card. The Judgment card is in the spiritual sector of the 3 tiers of the tarot. And it is about responsibility. It's about heeding the call. It's about listening to what is being called of you and attending to it. It's about responsibility. So hearing the call, this is about either not hearing the call or hearing the call and not attending to it, not heeding it. So in the third week, it might be that you feel success in the second week, but in the third week, maybe some fear comes up, or maybe you just feel hesitant. And it could be that the caution card comes up again. It could be that the beware card becomes activated, this archetype of beware. And then this, by the way, this was upside down. So in the fourth week, the Hermit card comes up, reversed. In the upright, the Hermit is knowing the wisdom that lies within. It is going within and knowing that you are the infinite, that you are the portal to all that is, that you house all your own answers within. We all house all of our own answers within. Now, reversed, of course, it's talking about not recognizing that or not taking time to go within. So this is beautiful because, as with all of divination, we get to see trajectories and we get to then assess how we want to handle it. So this is a growth edge, yeah? So the what is asked of your soul is to turn it around and to know that you have all the wisdom within, to go within, to meditate, to still yourself, to actually take action and do what you need to do in order to get the answers you need, in order to get to this deep place of positive choice, doing what you love, of becoming the teacher, or of releasing the caution with regards to whatever situation is going on. It's quite lovely. It's very good. So that's the 4th week, Taurus. So like I do every month, let's go ahead and pull Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters deck. And let's see which Ascended Master has a specific guidance for you this month. What specific guidance will help support you this month? Oh, wow, Taurus. Oh, my God. Wow. So you received Purification White Tara. So for whatever reason, Taurians and our Aries brothers and sisters, we are all going through some similar stuff together. Last month, Taurus and Aries received the same Ascended Master and the same archetype. And today you receive, for June, you also receive the same guidance. So for whatever reason, there is a connection between Taurus and Aries going on during this last couple months cycle. It's fascinating. I love that. So White Tara is about purification of mind, of body, and of spirit. I'm not going to read Doreen's card because I just read it. Essentially, this is calling for you to really clean out your stubbornness, your overly cautious tendencies. You want to be discerning, but you don't want to be fearful or anxiety-ridden or worry-ridden. You want to clean that out. You want to purge it. You want to get to a place of emotional giving and knowing that it's safe. It's safe to do that, even when it's not reflected back to you. It's very, very safe to continue emotional giving, continue giving of yourself, being the teacher, helping others see themselves, learn, being the model. Be the model, Taurus. Be the model. So clarify, really work on the mental balance. This is actually, White Tara is perfect for this. So the mental balance that's called forward for you to get to a place of your work in the world as a teacher, or you assessing memories in a way that is accurate, is clear. Beautiful. So let's take a look at Carolyn Mrs. Archetype deck. And as you know, we pull the archetype. I mean, to me, this is key because it really speaks to what quality set wishes to be matured within you this month. So let's see. Okay, so it just went flying. It just went flying. I love it when they go flying. Wow. Okay, so you received Engineer. I'm going to go ahead and read it first. So the shadow attribute, Taurus, of Engineer is reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. The higher frequency manifestation, how this wants to be evolved within you, matured within you this month, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Now, I have to say, although this isn't teacher, this is engineer, this is about becoming the model. This is about bringing forward new solutions in creative ways. This is quite beautiful. I love this for this spread for you. So engineer, that's the archetype that wants to be matured through you this month, Taurus. Wonderful. So let's see what else we have for you this month. Taurus, let's move on now to your Dakini, the final component of your scope, and see which Dakini is coming up for you to represent the embodiment that if you were to embody this Dakini goddess, you would most optimally serve yourself during this next cycle. You received number 58, Medicina. And again, I'm reading here from Penny Slinger 64 Dakini Oracle. And the full PDF document that Penny has written up, the link is below, and it's located in our online library. So you can dive a little deeper if you'd like. 58, Medicina. Medicina uses earth medicine to open up consciousness and take one into super consciousness. Medicina is in charge of the medicine the natural world gifts to humankind, mainly from the plant kingdom, to include mushrooms, cacti, and other serums from nature. She is here for the healing of body, mind, and spirit. Some of her medicine heals the physical body, some the mind and its perceptions, some the spirit and its doubts and burdens, some the heart, and some heals all at once. Her medicine may be gentle or challenging. Her healing crisis, quote unquote, may feel like a little death. She is here to open portals to other kingdoms of the planet and beyond, and to bring the medicine of the vegetable, animal, and mineral kingdoms to human beings for the sharing of consciousness and the healing of disease. The plants are boundary dissolvers and designed to help humans especially tune in to the symbiotic nature of reality, either in the mental realms, psychedelic sacred medicine, or in the realm of the physical body, where they mingle with the cells and systems of the body and work their healing magic. Medicina is the guardian of this realm, and she who makes the prescriptions. And let me read just a little bit here below, too, for the divinatory meaning. Medicina has something for you in her medicine pouch. She has come to you because you need special medicine. She can diagnose you, but you have to be her representative in this. What do you need to make yourself feel whole? You need to step outside yourself and become your own physician of your own psyche, of your own mental health inspector. A situation in your life may be toxic or healing. It is a matter of quantity, degree, and dose. It is time to expand your consciousness, to go beyond your normal reality base, says Medicina. She has many sacred plants, potions, and formulas in her medicine bag, her medicine mandala. You may require a precise prescription. As the medicine Dakini, a health condition could be indicated, or one of mental or spiritual health. Medicina may be calling you to cleanse or purge. A vision quest may be indicated. So, Taurus, there's more here, but I'm going to stop there. If you'd like to dive deeper, the PDF document is below in the online library.